So today I am not the host. We're switching things up. I'm just a guest.
Hi everyone. We're switching it up today, and this is David. I'm just a guest.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Why are you proud?
As you see, things have been switched, right? I'm not the guest. I'm not a spectator. I'm the host.
Yes.
So, welcome to Serious Thing Podcast with Joshua today, right? So we're going to be reading on the topic millennial parenting style, the difference between millennial parenting style and the Gen Z parenting style. So personally, I believe that the millennial parenting style is it's more should I say archaic? Forgive me, my parents, but they treat us like their parents treated them, right? So they are not evolving, they are not moving with transition. God is not a man that stays it is a man of forward movements. God does not stay at one particular place, right? He moves, and that's why everything you see changes, it transits. Even a plant, when you plant a seed, it grows. It does not stay as a seed, it has to grow, right?
Yep.
So our parents, they are not like, I just feel like the millennial parenting style is just is stuck on history. He wants to, like, what they taught me, I'll teach you. There's no way of evolution. It's just
Static.
Thank you. It's static. So but this Gen Z parents that said they fear me.
Actually, because I want to say that even though their own was history or whatever you said,
Yeah.
I will still choose their parenting style over our own because.
But do you know what? I feel like if you are going to PTA in 2000 and let's say 2100,
oh my God.
PTA meeting, men will be coming with their shorts.
Saginika.
They'll be bounced like, you'll be like, is this a parent man? Because their own style it's going to be different. They are going to be good parents, right?
Yep.
But the Gen Z, what I see online is crazy, right?
Yeah,
so I just feel like you'll be seeing a man and a man coming, and then they'll be like, where's your parents? They'll
God,
be like,
that's true. I
like,
didn't even think about that.
this is my parents. They'll be like, your dad? Who's your mom? Let me just clarify, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let me hear you guys' thoughts on
Okay,
this,
so
right? Because
like you said, there's so many crazy things out there already, and then I know that our parents, they did some things wrong. There are certain things that they wanted to say, and they just always shout. They always beat you.
Yeah.
Personally, I chop beating.
Not only you.
I chop beating.
Man,
I think I died and resurrected from beating. That's how serious it was.
Yeah.
But any day, at the end of everything that we say here, I'm still going to choose the millennial parenting style over the Gen Z parenting style. It's just that there were things that we would do differently with our own kids.
Yeah.
Like bonding more, being your kids' friends,
Yeah.
as opposed to just that
Yeah,
authoritative figure. Like, you must do this and you must do this. Like, tell me why I should do this. Tell me, listen to why I do not also want to do it. And then we'll come to an understanding. Not just try to force me, and everything. And then like try to bond with them a little. But if we're going to take the whole Gen Z parenting style, we're going to be raising
Kids that
I don't
are
know.
decent.
yes.
Exactly.
Indiscipline.
Exactly. And now he talked about the fact that there will be a guy and a guy. It's very possible.
Who's your mom?
Who is your mom?
Who's your mom? Then when the girl and the girls come, they'll be like,
Who is your dad?
where's your father?
Then some our other boys will just come like Alpha, PTA meeting, Oga, come out for the house.
Because
Oh
there will
my
be
God,
a lot of
it's going to be
character,
so
right?
crazy.
Like Gen Z is a lot. Like the people in that created
Yes,
Gen Z
now
go
we
more, like,
look at us,
yeah.
like look at our character. If not that, some of us are, in like trying to walk in the way of the Lord. Because I mean, if you walk in the way of the Lord, there's no way that you're going to go wrong with your stuff. You're just going to, as you're evolving as Gen Z, you will also be a Gen Z.
Because the
of
word
Christ.
of God is your guide.
The word of God, exactly. The word of God is your guide. But if it is not, everything goes scatter.
Normally.
And yes, everything goes scatter. So I was talking to my friend about. I think I'm talking too much. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, you're not talking too much.
I'm not the host though.
I'm the host now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm talking too much, you tell me.
Yeah.
So I was talking to my friend, and then we're arguing about the same topic and then we talked about how our parents used to beat us a lot, and then how they used to scream at us a lot. So now, what are we going to do differently as Gen Z parents? Personally, I I think, like I said before, friendship with your kids. Friendship with your kids. Like, let them know from the beginning. And then there's something else that they did that was not good. Not every parent, of course. I'm sure that some millennial parents also, did better. But there's just
that we had.
Yeah.
Let's be specific.
So like more millennial parents that didn't do well.
Yes, that's just the truth. Out of 100, I think we had, to be fair, maybe say 70.
Yeah.
And I'm trying
just to be fair.
70.
Yeah, just to be fair. Yeah. So to be fair, rather. So we're talking about the fact that they didn't enlighten us as kids that okay, small girl, this is your private part. You shouldn't let anybody touch it. If anybody tells you this is like, they didn't let us know that okay. I think that they were scared of telling us about it, like, but they only said things like if you touch somebody, a man.
Once you go close to a man,
you will be pregnant.
When he touches you,
when he touches you will be pregnant. They didn't tell us all those things like this is what your private part is.
More like a sex education.
Thank you. They not give them. Like, I think that they didn't give it to them too. I think so. They didn't also give us.
Yes, that's
the part of growth. Thank you. That's what you said. Like they're kind of like replicating everything that they were taught to us. So the part where we do differently is the part where we now see what our own generation is like. Look at what their generation was like, and then now mix it together and find a balance. Like how we can. Okay.
So let's allow our senior one. Okay, I didn't introduce this. Oh God, this is an apostle. He's an apostle of light and detail. When he speaks, in fact, let me know. Please, let's
okay.
All right, thank you for having me.
Joshua. You're welcome.
Yeah. So I go by the name David. Yeah. So for me, I feel like in our present time, what we have to do differently is openness. Now, you talked about being friends with your kids in this present time. Openness in the sense that you're open to your kids and you guys can talk like guys.
Like guys.
I can speak if I have a child, like if she's getting to a teenage age, I can like speak with her and I'm like, who's the guy? Like who's chasing after you? Who's your crush? Who do you like?
Who do you like?
You understand? Because if you don't create that bond, they can't tell you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Do you understand? And if she definitely has a boyfriend, I can boldly invite the guy to the house and we'll have
and see what he's like.
And see what the guy is like. Because if you're just having a picture that the guy is a doctor, bro, that guy might be smoking, he might be
do you understand?
And God forbid, you might just have your child being impregnated just for no reason.
And then that's like how they influence them badly.
Yeah.
I know before you know it.
And you talked about mixing up. That's a very good one. Millennial is very good. The way they parented us was good.
Because we're good children now.
In some way, it was good. Because the discipline paid off. Because irrespective of how they like spanked us, flogged us, you can still reflect back and you'll be like, oh, this thing helped me in my present time.
Yes.
So I feel like they should have done better, but discipline was good. Because there are sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, they never flowed me.
I know there are certain things that I would want to do maybe when I'm not even at home or anything. I don't be like, actually my mom will not be proud of me if she hears that I did something.
Yes.
Like that thing is just, that whole training is just there, you know, so
So and there's this saying that inward conviction brings about outward expression. Now
Can you
yeah, see now.
Are you not speaking?
No, it's okay, don't worry.
So now we talked about how our parents passed on what their parents gave to them, which is our grandparents.
Yeah.
So I feel like that inward conviction that they had from their parents would have been mixed up. Do you understand? Like they should have done like maybe remix of the song. Like remix it.
True.
Do you understand? For example, now we're in Gen Z here. Now we have the way our parents brought us up, like as children. For me, I will have to mix it up.
Yes.
So that I will have a better software, like update the software.
Exactly.
That guy. I need a resume so I can send this. So
Actually,
I think I like what you say about inward conviction brings about outward expression.
Yeah.
So like they just did garbage in, garbage out. Okay, let me use school for
no, I know they do computer for you. Waiting with this. Which one is garbage in, garbage out? You know they do computer for class.
Let me use school for instance, right? The idea of school itself, the way people are doing school and examination, People go to read exactly what their teacher gives them. It's what they pour on their School is actually meant for education. Like you're supposed to learn. And learning is not garbage. It's not like incubating everything that your teacher teaches you and then putting it back on
just
paper.
to fulfill academic righteousness.
Academic righteousness. It's like you're practicing osmosis. Like you are just like becoming a semi.
What is that big science students for today?
Like you're becoming a semi-permeable membrane, and then everything is entering you, and then you now diffuse it later. So it's just like trying to like learn from what your parents taught them, right?
Yes.
So what the Gen Z parenting is supposed to be, or is what I'm advising it to be, is that they take a little of millennial parenting and then a little of their own, experiences, mix them together and to create balance. Because I believe that there's a kingdom code for number 2, and that kingdom code is balance, right? Yeah. So the kingdom code for 2 is balance. So if they can mix those two ideas, one idea from their own, one idea from the other, bring it together, it's great balance.
Thank you so much, Joshua. So while you were speaking here, I just got an inspiration, and the inspiration was from the perspective of computing. Now we have hardware, we have software.
Yeah.
So now let's take our parents, like millennial generation. They were very hard. They
were actually hard.
So this parents that you say soft work now, soft life, you understand? So everybody wants to stress. You have girls saying, I just want a soft life, I don't want to be stressed, you get me big, like that. So I feel like there has to be a balance. Mix up the hardware and software.
Or it cannot always be soft. You have to, mix everything together. That's where our own comes in. And I think that if you now do it like that, I mean, it will be so much more better.
Help us and help us and put. I'm talking about Gen Z a lot. I feel like I'm talking about Gen Z a lot. Let's talk about the millennial age, right?
Well, what do you even know about the millennial age? Pretty much because.
Put yourself in their shoes. How do you think
now let's we've been backlashing them.
Let's now backlash Gen Z. Let's
so our wala is too much.
Because me normally I see kids, right, and just trying to tolerate them is really hard. Normally
thank you
Precious the way she shouts at let me tell you something. It's comfortable to be on the outside and speaking.
Let's be in the box.
Let's be in the box, right? I feel like it's not easy for them to, because for you to now that Nigeria, we don't used to look at family planning. Can give birth to 7 at a stretch.
not me though.
No,
not me though.
No, they are Gen Z now. Come now, right?
It doesn't say.
So they'll give birth to 7 at a stretch now. Only one kid is hard to train. Like training one child is really hard. So the 7 now, you go to work, the stress of your boss shouting at you, coming back home, and then somebody is sleeping on the chair and you are going to cook, and then just thinking about everything, you can just want to slap somebody. Not somebody.
So like you said, I'm the first child, obviously, and then I said earlier that sometimes I'll just act and say something and I'm like, wait, I'm acting like my mommy. I'm saying things like my mommy, right? So unconsciously, I'm already like acting like her. So now when the balance down comes in is not continuing in that part, like, if I'm shouting at her, I'll remember that she was shouting at you that time and you said you didn't like it though. So don't do the same thing to your siblings. Now comes the balance of calming down and sit down and say, Samuel, what should I do? It does not make any sense. Let's talk about it. And then they'll tell me, this is the reason why I actually did it. Sometimes they have to be so intentional. Sometimes I'll just lose my cool, like, is something wrong? Sorry. Like, is something wrong with you?
My podcast.
Is something wrong with you and all of that? And they'll just be like, what kind of evil senior are you? Right? So we have to be intentional. That's where the part of it not being easy for them comes in. Like, it's not easy. They might just lose their cool. They are coming back from work and they've had like a very hectic day. They come back and you've not cleaned the house just because you say I feel like you are.
I just came back from school. What do you do in school?
Are you okay?
I went to school to learn. You don't get.
So there's that part of actually being tired from coming back from school, right? But then there's also the part of them coming back from work. So now everybody has to to meet at a place and say, oh, mommy, I was tired from school, or you were tired from home, so let's come together. You don't have to shout at me, you don't have to beat me up and everything. Let's come together and see that, okay, you can actually rest for like 20 minutes afterwards, do your house chores, wash the plates and everything, and everybody be okay.
So,
like that.
Yeah.
So
thank you guys for,
what happened?
saying a lot. Hey, please, this is my podcast.
Sorry,
Excuse me.
Sorry, don't cry.
I thought of something, right? We're going to play like a millennial style game, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to play something like that. So, is the name of the game Never Have I Ever?
That's not millennial game, oh. Millennials today is game.
Gen Z, no, it's Gen Z.
Gen Z game.
Gen Z game millennial style. Let me put it. Oh God,
I think I don't know the game.
Oh yeah.
You don't know the game.
You
So when I say
let him be the host.
never have I ever, never have I ever do something. You
Okay,
say,
if you've done it.
yes, you say you have done it. If you have not done it, you
Okay,
say
just
you have.
for fun.
So never have I ever taken meat from the pot.
Yeah! Funny thing that me, I used to be the one to cook. Like I started cooking at a very young age. So I mean it was
So
like
you are
my
like,
right.
yes.
When I cook I just
Meat heist. This one is not all heist, dude.
I don't think I ever used to. So my parents, NEPA, they did what they know how to do best. They took the light. They had the audacity to take like when me, I'm recording my podcast, but no one. It's alright. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, the little time that we're able to, do something with the topic of Gen Z parenting style versus millennial parenting style. It was actually fun and I enjoyed being a guest, and then Joshua being the host. I hope that you guys enjoyed it too. I think I'll do it more often. Bring random people and you get to be the host. When me, I just sit down as a guest. I can talk as much as I want. So thank you for listening. I hope that you had fun. Probably do like a part 2 sometime, maybe later or not. So please don't forget to share, subscribe, like, and you can also listen on Spotify at So Here Is The Thing Podcast with Precious. So just type So Here Is The Thing Podcast and you find it. Follow my social media pages also at So Here Is The Thing Podcast with Precious. Thank you so much.